with meteorologist Julia Blanchett.
We are free of snow this morning in western Colorado, but we are not free of those colder temperatures. It's one of those mornings where you'll need to bundle up on the way out of the house and maybe even make an extra cup of coffee because it's chilly. But at 9 a.m. you're expecting to be at 26 degrees and then by noon about 33. You will eventually max out for the day in the upper 30s, but our temperatures are not exactly the most friendly, at least in my books. So bundle up and stay warm. And this weekend we should be expecting more changes. Those changes are more so going into effect for the high country, but we're expecting another storm system, so we won't stay clear like we are this morning for very long. On Friday night through Sunday morning, you could see a little bit of snowfall in the central Elk Park and Gore Mountains, all highlighted here in the blue. And right through the middle of this storm watch is I-70, and traveling through that area during active hours of the storm or after that storm system is finished might be really difficult. So if you have plans to travel, you might want to again reconsider, take these things into consideration. We could get anywhere between 5 and 14 inches of snowfall in that time period. But if we're tracking that storm system to see what we're expecting, we do have some time before it moves in, and we can't even rule out that the storm is only isolated to the high country. It is a possibility we actually see some of that activity in the low valleys from time to time. So for today, you're clear, you're dry. It's not until Friday night we'll start to see some changes. We'll gain cloud coverage tomorrow morning, and then that moisture continues to drag inwards from that northwestern corner. It does start to really bulk up into a big storm system, but again, expect maybe a few flurries in some of those low valleys because we can't rule out that they will only hit the high country. It does get out of our way finally by the end of the day Saturday and going into Sunday, but be prepared for another round of not so ideal weather. But for the ski resorts, that means more accumulation, so that's good news on that front. For your high temperatures today, if I haven't mentioned your location yet, about 33 degrees in Meeker, 38 in the Grand Junction area, Delta 39 and Montrose about 34, even Cortez hits about 37 degrees. And your low temperatures, those are chilly as well. 22 in Grand Junction, 16 in Delta, 15 in the Montrose area, and Cortez about 13 degrees. It's cold overnight, and some areas are even making it to the negatives. But last but not least, those 7-day forecasts, they do show us the possibility for moisture Friday going into Saturday. If we see anything on Friday, it will be very late at night. So the main threat is Saturday, and it will be the morning hours. And then going through the rest of the week after that, the warmth returns, the sun returns, and we're not projecting to see any issues. Looking at the Montrose 7-day forecast, a very similar pattern is establishing itself. We will see that moisture roll in Friday and then Saturday, but for the meantime, we are in the 30s, if not the 40s over the next 7 days, and we could see that sun a little bit more frequently, which is also a positive thing. More moisture could be in store for Delta down the line, but for right now, we're looking at a 20 to 30% chance for rain on Friday night, super late at night going into Saturday, and Thursday you're 39 degrees. So today is pretty decent, and the sun will return, which should help things feel a little bit warmer. And as far as that storm system goes, I showed that it approaches from the northwest instead of the southwest. So that means Cortez might be excluded from a little bit of moisture. We could see a wave of precipitation overnight going into Saturday. But other than that, we're really not expected to see anything too severe. More sunshine and warming back to the 50s by the end of the next 7 days.